Relaxation through tidal movement. Good morning again, my friend. I'm Jesus Revezzo, here with you again on this wonderful morning to discuss breath, movement, relaxation, and general quality of life. What do I mean by tidal movement? Many people, when they go on vacation, they love to go to the beach or lakes, right? Could it be that one reason for that is that relaxing movement of the waves settles the whole body? So how can we get that just in ourselves? Well, we're going to start with the idea of pendulum breathing. Pendulum breathing is, as the pendulum swings from one side to the next, it makes its complete movement, pauses ever so slightly, and then swings back, but essentially without pause. So first, that's how our inhale-exhale wants to become. So, inhale. So if we were to talk about the breath in regards to the geometric or that shaped breathing that we spoke about a few days ago, this wouldn't be a triangle, it wouldn't be a square, this would basically just be a straight line, or if you prefer a curved line, which would be the arc of the pendulum. And we would inhale for choose your count, 3 count, exhale for 3 count. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's the beginning. So practice your pendulum breathing where it's a nice, even, steady flow. Now the tidal movement, I want to become, or I want to make my body similar to a boat or one of those rafts, those little inflatable rafts that you pick up at Kmart or the dollar store or something like that. You go in, you're like, oh great, I needed a little raft. You know, they're usually like neon pink or blue, and you pass it off. If you're a kid, you pass it off to your mom or your dad to blow into this thing for like 20 minutes, and they get dizzy and, you know, frustrated because it takes forever. Anyway, maybe you know what I'm talking about. But if you get your body to become like that little float on the wave, it only moves as a result of the wave underneath. So the body will move as a result of the breath from inside. That's the idea. So I'll step back here, see if we can change this camera angle just ever so slightly. And what I'm looking for at the moment, we'll stand sideways, is just a nice little movement of the spine, back and forth. So first we're going to do it both 2 different ways. The first way is, on the inhale, we'll expand forward as if somebody has their hand on your back and is pushing you forward. And on the exhale, it'll be like somebody has their hand on your chest or upper stomach area, upper abdomen is pushing you back. So inhale, exhale. If we get into this repetitive little motion of using the pendulum breath to lead the movement of the body, for most of the people that I teach this to, they find it to be very relaxing. if you've never done this before, it might take you a little bit of time to coordinate everything and to feel the effects. If you're a person who's already been involved in things like martial arts or yogas or Pilates, different things that already incorporate breath and movement, then you're probably a few steps ahead of the next person who hasn't. So let's do the second version, which is just going to be the opposite. So now on the inhale, it'll be as if somebody's pushing you back with their hand on your chest. And as you exhale, the push will come from the spine. So, inhale. And we can do it with more than just the forward back of the spine. We can easily do it from a side-to-side motion as well. So this time with your inhale and your exhale, we'll imagine as if somebody is pushing your rib cage each way. So I'm going to start on one side. So inhale. You'll find also that the length of movement that you can go through will also have different ranges. So you'll need to adjust the length of time your inhales and your exhales go. I understand this is an interesting topic. This is an interesting time in which we're living. And my hope is that these tips are bringing some benefit to you. Now, if you're interested, I did post something up the other day. I put something on the internet the other day, and it was something I was going to turn into a training course and sell to people in the future. It was targeted specifically, it was going to be for all those people who are in college, and college is a stressful time for many people. But what I've done is I've taken all the raw footage of the training I was putting together and I put it up on a website that you can get access to completely for free. So if you're interested in that, you go to jesusrevezzo.com/free stress relief. You put name and email, hit the big blue button, and then I've got about 13 different training videos on the second page. So it goes through breathing, talk about different movement stuff, talk about ways to use your mind and your imagination. And there's also a bonus section. There's 5 videos that are from a seminar I did in 2015 that talk all about breath and movement to combat stress and anxiety. So if you're interested, check that out. I'll put a link to it in the comments. And with that, play with this pendulum breathing and tidal movement. Let me know if you feel it was effective for you. And with that, breathe deep, move well, put more life in your joints so you have more life in your life. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.